We are back at our townhouse project here in beautiful Whistler, British Columbia. And if you're joining us for the first time, this is really all about how you can take advantage of extra room in your townhouse, particularly if it is a project that has the opportunity for nightly rentals. We started out with about an 1,800 square foot three-story residence. We are adding approximately 1,000 square feet. We've also found a little bit of extra space behind the kitchen. There was a large mechanical space, and we're using that to increase the kitchen, living room, dining room area. If you were able to look at our original video when this space was initially under construction, you might remember this space. This is the top level. Of course, above me here is the floor of the garage, so double height space. We've got the floor mostly framed in, this gap in the middle, and where you can see this cut line on what used to be the big bulkhead wall here has been removed. The floor will get framed in now that the concrete is removed, but you get a sense of the size of the space that was available in what used to be a crawl space. This floor is going to get turned into 2 bedrooms. The floor below us will be a big entertainment room. Of course, we've got a doorway there that gets into the space. With this little alcove behind me, this will get turned into an additional powder room. So let's go on downstairs and get a sense of the same sort of space, but downstairs as the guys continue removing the last of the concrete that was removed from this concrete wall. So here we are, we're on the bottom floor. We can see the access that we've created to get into this lower level space. New doorway opening here, and of course what we can see through the frame, through the scaffolding, is just this area that'll become a large new entertainment space. The thing that you might find interesting is, how did we go about creating this opening into this space? Of course, we've had a hole in the concrete wall here, but there used to be framing that went across here that carried the floor system above, so we had to replace that because, of course, there's no framing in here. So we've added this PSL header that is bolted onto the concrete. That's picking up the floor load above. And then, of course, in this space here, this was part of that void space that we've had a look at previously above in the kitchen, and we're turning this into some additional closet space. Hence, that framing has been gone, and the header is now carrying that floor system all the way across. We've had a look at this space that's being added under the garage, taking advantage of that double height crawl space. And yeah, very impressed with the amount of concrete the guys have been able to pull out of here. Stay tuned. We will be back in a couple weeks to look at the next phase of this fabulous project.